Hi everybody, this is Sarah from Sarah's Emporium, here to do a unboxing of the Sacred Medicine Oracle. This deck came in the deck club, or card deck club, from Hay House. And this one had just been released initially in February, and now we're in March. So it's taken me a little while to get back in the groove of doing videos and unboxings and stuff like that, because no, I don't normally do a lot of like unboxings unless I've done Kickstarters. So don't mind me getting back in the swing of things. So this deck is by Asha Frost, and the artwork is by Steph Littlebird. And it is a Native American inspired deck. Let's see, I have to change that. There we go. Tone it down a little. It's a 52 card deck with guidebook. It's a like a 2-piece box. Medicine Keeper, Visionary, Wise One, you're invited to rise into your remembering. Ancient traditions, ancestral guidance, healing rituals, moon phases, animal spirits, and plant allies come alive in this vividly illustrated 52-card oracle deck and guidebook from the indigenous medicine woman and author of You Are the Medicine, Asha Frost. Yeah, so already with the little bit there, I love it. I didn't choose it. It came in the surprise box. Medicine Keeper. Oh, so everything that we just read. That's really pretty. That's something that like you could even have off to the side. It's like a little diorama. I have a friend who does little things, and I could see a little scene going on there. A little campsite. Alright, let's dump you out. And then on the back, on the bottom part, there's a sun. So it's cute. So let's see. No, that'll be too distracting. Okay. Maybe this though. Oops. Okay. So here's the book. Hay House is really good for having meaty books. They are pretty thick, but one thing I do wish they had was a little image, even if it's black and white, on the with the message. That way it's easier to look for it, shall we say. I'm a very imagery person, so seeing the word kind of disassociates for me. So anyway, so it's a meaty deck. We have how to use the oracle, card spreads, and then the card messages. 52 cards, which I love. I love anything over 40, typically. So that's good. A little backstory. Of the author. That's something I'll have to read later on. And then how to use the Medicine Oracle, Sacred Ceremony. So I find that this will probably be a good one-off if you are looking to do some internal healing. This is definitely one of those therapy decks, I'm going to say. I haven't even looked at all the cards yet, or any of the cards, still banded. But I think it'll be a good therapy deck for if you're going through something and you need healing. So you can use the Sacred Ceremonies. And I'm going to say that because the author is putting this in the book, it is not cultural appropriation. Cultural appropriation is when you act as a native person or someone of a different culture that is not of your own and you're looking to benefit from it. So anyone who's gotten like free schooling or, you know, have gotten ahead because of their different ethnicity that they are claiming, or they're looking for to be advanced in a different way and like be a token to the community, and flat out just disrespecting the culture in itself, like taking it as their own. So that's how I feel cultural appropriation. You might not agree with how I feel about that, but that's cool because I'm also just, I was born in a country, you know, so I am native to this country. So I'm not an indigenous person per se. My mom thinks otherwise, but I haven't done the DNA testing because I'm still leery on that. But so my point is, it's not cultural appropriation if they're giving you the tools to use to heal yourself. She's giving you the knowledge, and as long as you respect it and you use it wisely and you're not exploiting it or anything like that, then, you know, you have all the blessings that are given, especially from this Asha Frost. I'm not speaking for her, but this is what I'm taking away from this. So yeah, so let's take a look, because now the book's pretty much, we didn't get into, that was how to use it. Healing affirmations, which is super cool if when you're doing meditations and just doing any type of like 5-second breathing. Card spreads, sacred medicine, 1-card pulls, a draw, daily draw, new moon draw, full moon draw. That's really pretty. I like that. Not pretty, but it's nice. I like new moon, I like the full moon, you know, it doesn't need to be complicated. Spring equinox draw, summer solstice draw, fall, and okay, so all of the seasons. That's super cool too, so it'll help you, guide you. So we're in spring equinox, so we're going into spring equinox right now. What do I need to know so that I may plant my seeds of inspiration and spread my wings? What do I need to nourish in order to make my dreams a reality? What medicine will help me to let go and allow for true surrender? And winter solstice, what wisdom is blessing me that I need to integrate more deeply? Oh, excuse me. I like that. Wisdom, what medicine to let go before you go into the winter, and what wisdom do I need to integrate to hibernate and think clearly on. So I do appreciate all of that. So the daily draw, the new moon, full moon, and then all of the seasons. Perfect. It's a cycle of the year, the wheel of the year. Sacred medicine, 3-card spread, shadow, wisdom, light. Cool. Then medicine of the wheel. Medicine wheel spread, excuse me. Okay, and then it has all the 4 corners. Cool. Okay, what questions you can ask. I like that she's laying it out. So if you're not used to doing a lot of cards, she's pretty much laying it out there where you can actually ask these questions that she is offering up here. Ooh, family trauma stuff. That's cool. So what medicine do I need to, so I may clear the ancestral familial trauma from this side of my ancestry? So maternal, paternal, and then the vision. What is the way forward after breaking these cycles? I actually might even use this with a different deck. That's really cool. Not saying I have a lot of ancestral stuff very deep in, but you know, doesn't hurt. Alright, so, no more that I need. Let's take a look at the cards. I'm at my main reading studio, so I don't have the capability of zooming because my camera is a silly little zoom camera that you can get for like $10 at Walmart. But I do a lot of my other stuff on my phone, which I cannot hook that up right now. Alright, let's take a look at these guys. Alright, these guys. So we have standard Hay House size with the oracles. They're pretty much not, you know, it's a pretty good size. We have the Dreamcatcher, and you can interpret this. I actually saw water here, so, but it's the air. She's, you know, with her hands there. That's super cool. And then now let's take a look at the cards. Don't like that, I'm going to be so glary. There we go. Alright, so we got Sweetgrass Braid, Receptivity, Dark Spirit Moon, the Void. Oops. Ooh, okay, cool. So Void, no moon. Then New Spirit Moon, Hope. So that's true. With the new moon, you are you're like planting the seed. You're going into a new cycle. So you work on planting the seed for intention during the new moon. So you're looking for hope. The full spirit moon, shine. So this is when the moon is full, you are reaping the rewards, and if you're looking for an answer to a question through that time frame, the answer will be revealed. So shine. This is seer, prophecy. That's pretty. Mino, oh boy, I'm not going to say that. So walk in a good way. That is definitely an indigenous wording. Or phrase. Yeah, Anishinaabernoan. Do not ask me to say that again, because I'm like hooked on phonicsing that, and I'm sure that's wrong. Walk in a good way, realign. Take a moment, take a breath. Past life medicine, remembering. That's special. Ancestral love. Tending, sacred medicine, calling. Very appropriate that it's all over the box. Calling. Shawl dancer, wild. Roots, reconnection. Medicine rights, accomplishment. Sage stick, cleanse. Elder, wisdom. Eagle feather, soar. Jingle dress, miracles. You can see the jingles on her dress, kind of like a like the gypsy coins. Sacred tears, expression. The creation story, pathway. Shaker, truth. Actually, it's kind of funny. We have my family has aunt, and she has a penny shaker that deters aggressive animals and stuff, and I find that really funny that there would be a bear on there. She uses it more for like dogs and stuff, but yeah, she has a penny shaker in a can. Storytelling, connection. Wind, winds of change, change. Strawberry, love. It's very, so the artwork is very, very connective. Like, you can totally get what the feeling is in the artwork. So we got rainbow activation, authenticity. I do love that it's not loaded with a bunch of like just like it's very subtle. So her wristbands and stuff, her clothing has the rainbow, but then it's in the background is the rainbow. You can barely see it, and I love that she's all indigo, you know? Authenticity. Love that. Medicine bag. Gather. Little feels like magpie of to me, like, you know, all the little trinkets and bobs that, you know, will help with either divination or healing. Cute. Fire spark transformation. A lot of rituals involve jumping through the fire or jumping over the fire for healing and transforming. Winged one, trust. I love this one. I actually really like that one. It's just the simplicity, and I love the little rays of dust, you know, little specks of dust in here, just, but the focus is the hummingbird. Reclamation, home. The wolf, protection. Birch tree, humility. That's interesting. Humility. I wonder if it's the same way I would think of a birch tree. A birch tree actually grows in poor soil generally, and it's the like composting tree. So that you'll notice that in my region, I'm up north, northeast, and in my region we don't really have a lot of birch trees just chilling everywhere because they get stifled out by the other trees, but their main purpose is to actually die off and bring nutrients to the soil so the rest of the forest can grow. Okay. Alright, so just like the flowers bloom into their fullest expression, the moss that spreads its greenish hue along the forest floor, and the stars that shimmer for thousands of years, you too are asked to see the same power in your presence. Okay, so she doesn't really mention it the way I do, but Birch invites you to reach your crown up to the cosmos, one with creation, steady and rooted. Birch bark is layered with meaning, the white base filled with marks that look like scratches. Yet we should use this medicine to build. We have used this medicine to build canoes. Actually, it's funny because the bark actually is very flammable, so you can, no matter what the condition is, birch, if you're out and you're stranded, knowledge I know, you can actually take birch bark and start a fire with it. So I always actually have some in my herb cabinet or medicine cabinet for rituals and stuff. Anyway, humility. That was a long one. Okay, medicine wheel, a cycle. And these are all the animals that represent the cycles of the year, the seasons of the year. I believe that's an eagle. So bear, eagle, ram, or not ram, deer, and buffalo. And then we have spring equinox, the eagle. Oh, okay, that's cool. I like that. Let's see. So we have the cycle, and then we have spring equinox, the eagle. Scooch this down. Sorry. The eagle. Summer solstice is the deer. Oh, and the eagle says take flight. The deer says to nourish. Fall equinox, the buffalo, is to release. And I don't have enough room. And then the bear is winter solstice, and that is hibernation, which is pretty... That's pretty cool. I appreciate that they just put that like boom, boom, like I like that. Alright, flight, nourish, release, hibernation, which actually is awesome with that card spread that she has. It's the same idea. Okay. Seed planter, intention, planting your seeds for the intentions you wish to pursue. Wisdom keeper, the mastery, reaching the, not necessarily because you're looking at the top, you haven't reached the top yet, but you have the wisdom to carry on and continue the knowledge, but you're not necessarily at the peak of your learning. No one ever is. And if anybody thinks that they are, then they're fooling themselves. So then we have kin, family, drum medicine, regulation. I like that word for this, regulation. It's like regulating your breath, regulating your heart, because the drum represents the heartbeat that we have. Yeah, I like that. Clan, animal totem, reclaiming. Or claiming, sorry, not reclaiming. I don't know about this. Claiming. Well, why would I claim animal? Okay, the Indigenous clan system helps us to identify what responsibilities each of us has in building and maintaining community. It is an important part of our identity. Animal spirit medicine represents each clan with different animals representing families and nations. This card is asking you to remember that you are here for a particular purpose. It's time to step into the clarity and refinement. Remember that you cannot be and do all things. Whew. All right, that one hits me because I am Gemini and I think I can do everything. So, wow, that's a good one. Claiming, can't claim everything. Okay. Two spirits. So we have diversity. Here we go. There's the rainbows. Very interesting that they would put. I do love the transitions. That's fantastic. I'm not familiar with these because I'm sure that might have to do with, okay. Sorry guys. I don't know if you're as interested as I am with that, but this is how I am. Though they talk about it. Diversity of gender, there's fluidity, binary. No, okay. Okay, I guess I'll have to look that up on my own. They don't specify. You have to remember that the artist is not the author, so whatever this person put into the imagery isn't necessarily something that the author has to talk to about it. I would love to know a little bit more about these ribbons. I get everything else though, the transitioning, you know, it's basically LBGQ plus, with the whole diversity, but I don't know, I'm just curious about that. I'll have to look that up on my own. Or if any of you guys know the last two ribbons here, what they represent, that would be super awesome. I love to learn more and be as open as possible to all possibilities. So two spirit, diversity, the good being, worth. Yeah, that just makes me feel like I need to be there right now. Yeah, that's a beautiful scene. Cosmic Weaver, potency. Love it. Earth Mother, surrender. I love that her hair turns into like a waterfall. Surrender through your Earth Mother. Star Blanket, transition. Nice. Tobacco offering. Believe it or not, tobacco is a huge partaking for a lot of cultures. And even with ancestral work, if you had someone who was an avid smoker and you wanted to get in touch with them, this would be one of the offerings that you could put out for them, or even burn it. You're not necessarily like smoking a cigarette, but you could burn it in a smoke blend, as an offering to help entice and bring your ancestor down so you can have a conversation with them. So yeah, so believe it or not, tobacco gets a bad rap. It's not necessarily the tobacco plant itself, it's the product of the cigarette and what's in the filters and the burning of the paper and all that other stuff. Like, everything in moderation doesn't hurt you, but when you go over into obsessive and like dependency on something, then that's when it's becomes a hindrance. Plant kin, sensitivity. Mosaic, pieces. Spider-Woman, destiny. Actually, I think the Cosmic Weaver, too far. Not enough. Where are you? There you are. Feel like, okay, no. Spider-Woman, Destiny, Cosmic Weaver, Potency. You imagine having this in a reading, and you're a fiber artist, like a crocheter or a knitter. That would be epic. Okay. Destiny. Peaceful Warrior. Potency again. Oops. Is that on purpose? Potency. Soul retrieval. Wholeness. Soil and stars. Balance. I like that. Feet on the ground, head in the sky. Cedar. Extraction. Seven generations. Legacy. Such a powerful thought, actually. You're thinking about, you know, you have a lineage and you have a history in your life. And if you're lucky enough, your family had been able to speak upon the stories that were told, and you were able to keep that and share that with your family and pass it down. And it's a continuation of the story and the growth and the evolution of your lineage. You know, I'm not saying segregation or anything like that, but I'm saying that you keep the stories alive of your family, you know, and you become the legacy, and then your family, you know, if you have any children, they become the legacy as well, and you continue to tell the stories. I find in so many, like even in my family, there's a lot of stories, but they have gotten lost through the years. And as long as we're able to hold what we can to the different situations, you know, we hold on to the legacy of our generations. So powerful. Sacred space, support. Yep, everybody needs a good sacred space. So if you could find even the corner of your room to have as nothing more than just the things you need to help you center yourself, then you've created a sacred space. Even in your mind, you could do that. Thunderbird vision, the trailblazer. Even my candle's freaking out about this one. Are we good? Alright. Thunderbird vision, trailblazer. Cool. We're almost there. Almost at the end. Gonna take a gander at this one. See what she says about this. It is said that the Thunderbird is one of the highest spiritual beings, joining us from the west in the spring to bring thunderstorms and rain. The medicine of the Thunderbird appears today to shake up the path you thought you had to take. It's time for a redirection with your heart and spirit leading the way. Get out of your mind. It cannot bring you where you need to go. Ooh, get out of your mind. It cannot bring you where you need to go. Thunderbird is asking you to drop down into the ancient wisdom of your body and soul knowing. So basically, sometimes our brain just keeps carrying on, and, you know, we need a moment to just go with our intuition and not so much with brain. I like that. That's cool. And Star Nation's ancestors. Okay, so fantastic. We're going to do a quick shuffle. These are pretty sturdy cards, so they will need time to break down. And let's take a look and see what is our card for today. Anyone out there who needs a message, who is watching today. Ooh, fire spark. Transformation. All right, let's take a look and see what they say. Okay, nope. Not fire. Okay. Transformation. Fire is transformative. It burns matter into ashes. It's a force of nature that should always be respected and acknowledged for its power. We all have the potential to carry fire within our bellies and hearts. At times, it rises as rage and anger, and we can choose to use this in a conscious way. Rage can be sacred. The land defenders, the ones who protect children and animals, those who protest the harm done to humanity and our earth, show us how this emotion can fuel desperately needing change. There is a call for you to use the fire in your belly in sacred and productive ways. Listen to how your spark wants to be directed to make change happen. What causes speak to you? What aspects of this planet need more consciousness and love? You are entering a warrior phase, and your ancestors are proud of you. Stand firm in what you believe in. You will be rewarded with deep love as a result of your fire walk. Keep it lit, tend to the flame with breath and intention. Sacred rage transforms the landscape of humanity. And then the healing affirmation. I'm not going to do the sacred ceremony, but the healing affirmation, if you choose, the sacred rage is needed, and I am vital to the healing of this earth. So there you go. I love this deck. I think it's awesome. I was a little leery on it. I have if you guys watched the previous where I just unboxed these guys, I'm kind of picky about my Native American decks. I only have a few, and I don't really like a lot. Like, I don't like, there was a tarot one that I had done an unboxing of, and I just, it missed the mark in so many ways. It was nice. The imagery was pretty nice. It was very like CG animated type imagery, but anyway, so this one hits the mark. It's soft, it's clear. You can see the detailing. You know, they don't get there's not even a sad card in here. There's nothing that is going to rip your soul out and, you know, crumple it up and throw it on the ground. You know, all of these are very soft. They're to help you deal with whatever you need to be going and dealing with. So there's nothing that stands out that would be overly depressing, unless you make it depressing. There's nothing about death. There's only the cycle of the wheel, the medicine wheel. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I don't see any that would be like that. So I think it's very powerful, and if you take a moment to sit down and just, you know, pull a card and read through, and just even with your own, like, that was all, everything that I was saying when the cards came about, and, you know, I had a feeling for something, that was my intuition. It was the knowledge that I had gained in my studies to help guide me through, but that was a lot of like just the intuition apart. Yeah, there's nothing here that would be, it's a good, solid, like, therapy deck. for sure. Maybe pieces. Maybe pieces might be... might be one. Maybe regulation. I don't know. Let's see. Are they really earth-shattering? They're so soft. Like, it's really nothing to make me go, oof, that's harsh. Pieces. Every experience, every sacred encounter, every word spoken from the past has contributed to who you are today. Okay, so literally I just said that. I love coincidences and synchronicities. This card is asking you to zoom in and reflect on each of the tiny parts that make up the intricate mosaic of your journey. Okay, so it's not even earth-shattering. It's just, you know, take a look and see what has made you be you. Love it. All right, so then the drum medicine, regulation. When you're swimming in the first waters of your mother's womb, the rhythmic thump of her heartbeat linked you to the world. It was a beautiful and consistent measure of sound that connected you to your life force and brought you to spirit form. In times of chaos and stress and disarray, it can be a challenge to bring ourselves back to regulated state. So, okay, so another one where you're already in the state of shatter, right? You know, this is telling you to take the time to sit back and just, you know, concentrate on your heartbeat. Yeah, that's it. All right, so that's my take on this, the Sacred Medicine Oracle. Amazing. I love it. It's very therapeutic. I will definitely be using these with the monthly readings. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope that if this is something that you're interested in, then please pick it up for yourself. They have it through Hay House. That card deck club is quarterly. I think that they might still have signups going on for the next one, but that won't be until June, I believe. So we got them in March, April, May. Yeah, June will be the next one, which is like really inexpensive. It's a subscription, but I don't know. I like that I can get the decks kind of ahead of time, and it's just stuff that I wouldn't normally get, because I have a different taste. But this definitely blew my mind. It surprised me, and I appreciated it a lot, and I definitely will be digging into this more in the future. I'll probably be using this as my daily pull for, we're already in March, so I'm probably going to do this for April. So yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Please, if you enjoyed this, give me a like and feel free to subscribe. I do try to put out new content, new decks, and stuff like that as often as I can. I can't really promise a time frame because I'm still getting into the swing of doing all this again. But yeah, so go ahead, subscribe, like, share, whatever. Pick up this deck. I'm not sponsored at all. This is something that I just do for the sake of sharing and sharing my thoughts of the process as well. So have a wonderful day, week, month, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.